So the next portion is going to be your habits, okay? If you have not read the book Atomic Habits at this point, I highly suggest you read it, because this is going to break down the psychology of your habits. It's going to break down the thought process and actually knowing what habits are benefiting you or stunting you, right? Or pulling you back, okay? Your habits is what's going to make up your day, right? And super important, again, talk about awareness, right? You need to be doing habits that are going to contribute to that better version of yourself, right? If your goal is to lose 50 pounds, or your goal is to get more consistent in the gym, or your goal is to make more money, right? We need to be focusing on, okay, I need to lose 50 pounds, right? What should I be doing? What does a person who is trying to lose weight, what do they need to do to lose weight, right? Eat better. Work out consistently, right? You might need to cut out the junk food completely, right? You might need to go cold turkey for a little minute just to get into consistency, right? Just to build the habit of eating healthier, just to build the habit of, you know, showing up, going to the gym, right? In the book Atomic Habits, it talks about a man that wanted to get more consistent in the gym, and he started just by going to the gym for 5 minutes a day. 5 minutes. Walked in the gym, maybe hit a couple machines, right out the door in 5 minutes, right? In the beginning, right, or the first couple weeks, he didn't see much progress, of course, with his physique, right? Or with, you know, his weight loss journey. But he consistently showed up in the gym, right? He was going every day. Didn't matter how long he was going for, he was at least going every day. So as time went on, he consistently progressed in his time that he spent in the gym. So before you know it, this guy was still showing up to the gym every day, but he was in the gym for at least 30 minutes, 35 minutes, because he kept consistently showing up for himself, right? He consistently built the habit of going to the gym and slowly increased the increments of time each time he was there. So before you know it, he was actually there 30, 40 minutes, getting a full workout in, actually producing, actually seeing results, right? So same rules are going to apply in every space, right? No matter what it is, whether, again, take the gym, for example, you're trying to get better there, you're trying to make more money, you know, learn a new skill. You have to practice and you have to habit stack. All right. You have to get better. You know, you have to get consistent. You have to put in the reps, right? You have to keep showing up for yourself. So to wrap it up here, those 4 main components we talked about are going to be, you know, what influence you as a person. Now, if you're on this journey, you're going to have a lot of influences. You might be reevaluating your circle right now as we speak. And you might be thinking like, you know, dang, this person really is not helping me. All right. And I want you to know it's going to be difficult. All right. Life is always going to throw a curveball at you. Life is always going to test you. But it's about how you react in those moments where you get tested. Right. It's about how you handle the situation once something doesn't go your way or something doesn't, you know, align with, you know, what outcome you want. All right. At the end of the day, you have a choice, right? You have a choice to decide, and you have a choice to be better. All right. You have a choice to cut out the negative distractions. You have a choice to put in the work when nobody's watching. All right. So continuously choose the outcome that's going to promote the growth. It's going to be painful. It's going to be harder, but I promise you it's going to be more worth it. My people, I hope y'all received this message well, and I hope y'all take care of yourselves. Until next time, peace. What's going on, my people? It's your boy Alexander back with another video. And today, y'all, special topic. All right, special topic. Been on my mind heavy these past couple days, I will say, y'all. You know, that personal life been kicking in here, and it's been causing me to think, you know, a lot about this specific topic here, right? And the topic I want to talk to you guys about today is influences. All right, what influences are and how they impact us on a daily life. And influences are single-handedly the most important you know, component, right? It is how we're made up. Okay, it is, we know the world, right, operates through energy, right? But at the same time, there's the positive energy, there's the growth energy, and there's also things that are stunning our growth. There's also things that is holding us back, right? Now, there are four main influences that we can spot, right? One is going to be your environment. Two is going to be the people you surround yourself with. The information that you know, you consume, right? What information you take in. And the last thing is habits. All right, what habits do you have that are, you know, influencing, you know, your actions? And are those habits influencing good behaviors or, you know, good outcomes? Or are they doing the opposite? Are they, you know, fueling a bad version of yourself, right? Or the version of yourself that's actually stunning your growth, right? So it's super important that you spot out what influences you know, are taking place in your life, right? And a lot of the times you have to just be aware of your surroundings. Okay, be aware, be alert. All right, be alert of who, what, you know, where you spend your time, because these things can lead you, you know, to a really dark place or lead you to a really light place, right? It's going to be the determining factor of who you are, right? You're made up of your influences, okay? Now, I'm going to just touch on each, you know, four components just to, you know, keep it simple. Really, right, if first thing I'm going to talk on is people, right? If you have people in your life who are not influencing the version of yourself that you want to be, right? Or they're not influencing the version of yourself that you know is, you know, you're called to be, right? Maybe they could be, you know, influencing you to do bad decisions, right? Or maybe you've got that group of friends that, you know, in the past you used to go, you know, drinking or smoking with them or even gambling with them, right? On a regular basis. And you find yourself wanting to get away from that. You find yourself, you know, telling yourself, hey, you know what, I'm gonna be sober, or hey, you know what, I'm not gonna be gambling anymore. And these friends constantly are trying to reel you back in, you know, and get you to do these things that you said you weren't gonna do. Those people might not be a good influence on you, right? So reevaluate your circle, reevaluate, you know, who you're confiding in, right? Reevaluate who you're sharing energy with, you know, on a normal basis, because a lot of the time you guys are going to be influencing each other through your actions, right? Or through your thought habits. Your energy is going to feed off one another. So that's what I would say about people. All right, be careful who you spend your time and energy with. Okay. Next point would be your environment. Okay, are you in environments that are stunting your growth, right? Or are you in environments that is going to cause you to, you know, go back into bad habits, right? Or possibly even develop new bad habits, right? Or are you in a place, are you in an environment that is promoting growth and is promoting you to be the best version of yourself? Okay? Evaluate where you spend your time. You absolutely have to, okay? It can be even a workplace, right? If you step into work every day and, you know, you're just miserable, not even miserable, but you feel the energy, you feel the heaviness in that building, and you know that these people that you're around are not on the same, you're misaligned, right? You're not on the same path. You're not on the same journey, right? That environment can be taking a toll on you, right? That environment could be shaping your thought patterns. That environment could be negatively affecting you, all right? Even when you're not, let's just say at work, keep in mind, again, where you're going when you're not, you know, at your workplace, or where you're going when you have that free time, right? Are you spending your time in, you know, a bar? Are you spending your time in, you know, a club? Or are you spending your time, you know, in a casino somewhere, right? Or are you spending your time, you know, in nature, getting some sunlight? Are you spending your time in a gym, right? Or are you spending your time, you know, studying? Are you in an office? Are you locked in, just, you know, focused on your next move, on your next goal, right? So super important, as you're making decisions, evaluate, okay? Evaluation, again, awareness is going to be your biggest asset when it comes to your influences. Next thing is going to be your what you consume, okay? What you consume is going to also influence your thoughts, right? If you're spending a lot of time doom scrolling, if you're spending a lot of time just scrolling through videos and mindlessly, you know, just wasting time, we know that that's not helping you, right? It's not helping you get to, you know, your goal or that next level where you actually want to be, all right? If you've got a business goal, right, or if you've got a task, something you've been putting off for quite some time, right? Why are you not utilizing that time that you're sitting there scrolling for 20, 30 minutes? Why are you not utilizing that time to work towards your goal, right? Why are you not utilizing that time to actually better yourself, right? And it's so easy, especially in a moment, to get caught up, you know, because you tell yourself, all right, you know, 10 minutes, I'm gonna scroll, right? Or, you know, a couple minutes, or just next video, right? Mind you, a few minutes go by, you 50 videos in already, or 30 videos in. The whole point is, again, awareness. Be aware, catch yourself, all right? Call yourself out. I know me, I do it with myself, okay? I won't lie to you guys, you know, there's sometimes where I end up doom scrolling, or I might find myself doom scrolling, where I'm just kind of, you know, video after another. And then I sit there and I think to myself, dude, what are you doing? Like, literally, this is my self-talk. Dude, what are you doing? And at that point, I just get off it, right? So you need to actively make that choice. You need to actively make that decision, right? Because again, what you're consuming is either influencing you to grow or be better, or it's stunting you. It's stunting your growth. Okay? Next point of your influences, right? We talked on people, we talked on environments, we talked on you know, information that you're taking in. The next portion is going